Hey guys, check out John coming out with another Awaken Chaos Area video. It's kind of nice being able to say that again. It's been a while. This video, I want to go ahead and I want to talk about a few things for returning players that may or may not be checking out Awaken Chaos Area again. Some things to be aware of, what they got going on. I just want to talk about one of the packs they have that's currently on offer. And all this is kind of just get you geared up and ready for this new event that's going to be coming for Attack on Titan. It's probably going to be honestly the most impactful and biggest crossover that Awaken Chaos Area has ever done. And I don't know if I shouldn't say it ever will do, but Attack on Titan's a pretty big anime, especially to start off with that and setting the bar, so to speak, with that type of expectation. That's a pretty bold claim, and I think they can take care of it, and I think they can nail it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about a couple of quick things here. First things first, unfortunately, I came back right before they launched the welcome back rewards. So I'm gonna have to do a video at a later date where I actually talk about what do you get as a new player coming back to Awaken Chaos Era, because you've been gone for, let's say you guys quit around the time that I quit, about 6 months ago, and now you're coming back to check out Attack on Titan. What is it that you should be doing? What have you missed? Let's go ahead and get you a little bit wrapped up and informed on some couple of things that are going on, as well as I do want to go ahead and point out a couple of other things that I think back in the day everyone would be super excited about, and now I think it's a little controversial. So let's go ahead and let's start with that topic first, and then we'll move forward. So let's go ahead and I'm going to open up the shop. Now, the reason why I'm opening up the shop is, one, you guys know that historically, this is a whale account. My account is not your free-to-play account. It's not your, well, you know, it's literally, yeah, I've spent thousands of dollars on this account. Now, one of the things that cost thousands upon thousands of dollars, and thanks to a very, very nice viewer of mine who really wanted to help me out, is the fact that I have Gangelo. It cost me about $4,000 to get Gangelo. Now, for the low price of $99.99, you can get your own copy of Gangelo. And I think that right there, it's both a great thing and a pretty bad slap in the face. Not gonna lie. Unfortunately, Gangelo isn't as OP, so to speak, as he used to be. He's still very good, but he's not gonna carry you to the Hell 3, Hell 4 on everything. Just like when he came out and they released Hell 1, Hell 2, Gangelo was in like every single combination, right? Like it just was, Gangelo was it. Like there was no other champion. You were going to use Gangelo for most of your Hell 1, Hell 2 teams to get the good gear. Now, I do like the fact that they added this here. Do I think this should have been added a long time ago? Absolutely. As far as I'm aware, when talking to other people and other people who've been playing the game ever since, and even before, like, or after I left, right? This is the first time they've offered this. I do like that, it's guaranteed. You can guarantee level them up. That's cool. You get their custom obsidian sack. That's cool. I don't like that it's only 10. Like, why? Why is it only 10? Like, I'm sorry, you're paying $100 for the character. Like, give them the full, like, let's kit them out, right? Like, for $100, pick your champion, kit them out. Merry Christmas, call it a day. I feel like this is just a little greedy on this portion of it for $100. But I do think for $100, had you asked me back when I was doing daily content all day about Awaken Chaos Era, I would have gladly spent $100, $200, $300 to guarantee a Gangelo easily all day, every day, because it took me so many resources, so much time, so much frustration just to get him, right? So I do think it makes a big difference when we start talking and breaking it down as far as, is that pack worthwhile? Now, for returning players, you guys are going to have an event that's going to have a lot of resources that are going to get added to the game, or that have gotten added to the game. Some of these aren't going to make a whole lot of sense. Some of the other resources are going to be for forging. I highly recommend that you hold on to a lot of these resources, especially until the actual event kicks off or the Attack on Titan. Make sure that you save all of your resources for this event, because this will be the biggest event, like I said, that Awaken Chaos Era has ever done. They have a lot of high expectations. We don't know any specifics yet on these, what exactly is going to happen in these events. However, what we do know, though, is the fact that they are really trying to gear up. I know they're talking to a lot of other content creators, getting other publicity out there. They're really trying to expand the breadth of which they're pulling in I'm going to call them customers, but really it's players, right? because they gotta, they gotta recoup a little bit of that money for funding and hopefully become more successful so they can produce better and further upgrades later on. One of the things also to point out here, guys, is for example, I've been saving up all my forging event stuff and I just used it all and I actually just came up short. The thing to take away from this is I highly recommend everyone, if you are a returning player to Awaken Chaos Era, take inventory of what events are currently going on and what ones you're going to play. Because unfortunately, because I squandered so much, I'm actually going to miss out on my mastery book here. And honestly, these mastering books are more impactful than anything in the game. For those of you who are unaware or new, right? A lot of people who are new and returning, like myself, when I came in, I was like, man, what is a mastery and what is this? If we look at it, you can see these masteries here and you can see, okay, well, here's this legendary mastery. What does it do? Well, if you click on it here, I can get a total of 5 of them. So where is this going to go? Like, what happens if I click on this? Well, let's see. You have this thing where you have gear change, a physique change, and an ability change, right? So there's 3 different categories, we'll call them. And notice that they're all weighted a little differently. Notice the gear is 4, physique has 6, ability has 5. And I want to say these are actually varied depending on the champion as well. So I think if we go to Nathalia, and we look at like what she can have done, like when I say they change, I mean like I believe the actual stats here or the modifiers do change, especially obviously the abilities have to change because these are actually going to be represented on your character's kit. You'll see them when you go to this ability page here. You see when you click on something, you can see unlock level cap and mastery locked attack 1+1 attack up, right? Or you come over here and you can just kind of look at it and it's like ability cooldown is reduced by 1 turn. Like imagine if you can get this to a 3-turn cooldown. So if you somehow miss, you don't automatically reset it when you get a kill. You just get to pop it off again really quickly. It's very helpful. It's very cool. I've already unlocked this mastery, so I've got an extra damage here on this ability, which is great. Like, it's a basic ability, it's an A1. So those types of things really make a big difference and give you a lot of extra oomph in your builds. So much so that masteries are probably the most impactful thing. And the fact that I squandered away and didn't get this epic book that I really needed is very unfortunate, because now what will happen is Nathalia needs 15 of them. Notice that gear here. If I can get gear all the way down to 4 here, it's 20% increase in main stat for gear, feet, neck, and hands. So that's 20% increase in main stats, right? So 20% increase, what's 20% increase of, I don't know, a percentage crit damage, or a percentage attack here, right? Or another percentage attack. So that's a lot of extra stats. So if I can somehow get the actual gear portion of Nathalia all the way maxed out here to 4, that's just an insane amount of damage that she's going to get from this. I already have a pretty good amount right here, right? You can see where this has already been scaled up. And her stats just are going to keep climbing higher and higher. Now, unfortunately, her attack is still super low. I still have to balance that. But her crit damage, when I came back to the game, was at like 280 is I think where I left her at. And she's already at 332, and I haven't changed any of her gear. Now, I do need to rebalance, obviously, and get rid of some crit rate, but that's because I gained extra crit rate from these masteries. So these are super impactful, especially for newer and returning players, because you're going to get a few of these from some of the resources and from the packs. Make sure you don't spend them. I would definitely hold on to them, because you want to play these events properly. I got to try to figure out how I'm going to get more forging materials, guys. Like I'm 458 points away from being able to complete it. So like really I need to figure out, okay, well, how do I get these? Well, armored excursion. Well, that's unfortunate because I've already used these keys. So how do I get more? Like these types of things really make a big difference when you're trying to progress these events, right? Or like these here, how can I get these? Team Arena or Ruins of the God, yeah, which is once again, man, this is very unfortunate. But yeah, you got to make sure that you guys play these events properly and don't lose out. Don't do what I just did and miss out, because by missing out here, I'm gonna really miss out on. I would value that book at least $30 a pop, right? And you get 15 of them per character. So that's quite a bit of money I just lost myself by not playing the event properly. Obviously, too, we have Dragon Cup Rally. For those who are returning, you're going to notice the events are a little differently. They used to be structured more like Raid Shadow Legends, where you just had a constant event going. And you were competing within a bracket, and depending on what bracket you were in was, who you're competing against. They've kind of done away from that. Now it's pretty much, you have these Dragon Cup Rallies, which is You can unlock the extra bonus stats here with the legendary badge. And what that does is basically allows you to get the better rewards. So you're gonna notice you have the free-to-play rewards on the left-hand side. Then on the right-hand side, you have the other rewards. And as you can see here, you can get the Ralph crest right here so that we can eventually get them. Or if you were to pop one in, you could actually get a Lego book, which is huge. I value the Lego book at about 30 bucks a pop easily. So yeah, you want to make sure you're playing those correctly. So at the very beginning, when you come back, you're going to get a badge to go in here. Do not use it. Make sure that you really plan out what event you should use this on to get the most fluck for your buck on the progression side of this. Because right now, trying to use that for Ralph is going to be a waste of time. Like, Ralph is not a character that you're going to want to waste all that to really use. Like, it's probably not someone you're going to really use. So definitely keep that in mind when you're trying to define, okay, am I going to do these events or am I not going to do these events, right? Because we're not going to get any of these tokens other than if we use one of these. And the only way you're going to get those is if you hit the buy now, and you have to literally, it's 20 bucks. Like, it's 20 bucks there. And I think you can get some of them. There's a few other ways to get a few others from other places in the game. I want to say one of the rewards for, is it Arena, or maybe it was for one of these shops, you could get something like it that would then, like, basically it was like a pyramid. I shouldn't say a pyramid. I about said it, called it a pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme, but there was a domino effect. That's what I'm looking for. A domino effect. I wonder if you can get some other ones and make a difference on your account. But at last, that is something completely different. Just try not to go down the rabbit hole. I just don't want to see anyone come back to Awaken Chaos Era and kind of hoodwink themselves, right? Like, I don't want to see anyone waste energy and stuff like that. You can see where my account, I've already exceeded. Since coming back here, I've been saving all my bread, and I'm at 1,092. I've been doing this on purpose. The reason why I've been doing this on purpose is because I really want to be prepared for this event when it launches. Unfortunately, we don't have the option just to store our meal or our bread here. It'd be nice if we could. Infinite Magic Raid lets us do it. Maybe Awaken Chaos Era will one of these days. But it would be nice if I could just store that all raw data and keep all these meal coupons, because I'm trying to save up and build up. What I definitely recommend everyone be doing currently, if you are coming back to the game, is start checking out your faction challenges here. It's okay if you want to go spend some resources. Like, if you want to go level up some gear, I would recommend it, because you're going to need to do it anyways. You definitely want to go ahead and hit the hard void tower. Do as much as you can. I just finished the normal void tower actually right before recording this video, and I'm going to be working on the hard void tower probably while I'm editing this. I'm just going to send it and see how far up I can get it, and then we're going to really challenge ourselves, because you want to make sure you get these rewards too, because these are going to include more advanced summoning crystals, more diamonds, right? And then at the very, very end, you can get these hierarchy soul arcanas. Now, I have 3 of these currently, and I got majority of those are all from actually the hard tower void from right before I quit. And I bought one, I believe, from the shop, thanks to not that shop, the other shop, the market. Where's market? There it is. I think I bought the other one I bought from an exchange shop, and it was, which one did I exchange out? Was it the Arena? Yep, it was the Arena. I actually had just enough, and I exchanged it out for the Arena, and I'm going to save up again until I get just enough to buy it for the next time. But it's one of those things where that is always something that you always want to buy. You always want to have a lot of, right? You never want to not have them, because you kind of need them to make sure you get all of your champions built up. And also, those who are returning to the game, you're going to notice the altars are going to look a little different for you as far as what champion you can synthesize. Most everyone was always familiar with Cyrus being the first one up here. She's gone. Now you have Bella. Bella is pretty much one of the go-to champions for Tulpa, which, I mean, that's what Cyrus was, right? But she did get replaced. It does look like the champions that are still being used for her synthesis are the same exact as what they were before, which is great. It is kind of a bummer. I didn't think about it. I was not prepared. I should have really maxed out my Cyrus with the fusion, because there was no reason I shouldn't have. I have plenty of resources. And on top of it, I had plenty of duplicates to where I could have easily done it. But I think I left my Cyrus as only like A1 or A2, which is kind of a rip, because she's a good champion. By all means, she's a good champion. Where is she at? Nope. She's like, I know I've looked right at her numerous times. I'm just going too fast. Here she is. So yeah, she's only A1 on mine. I never did take her up like I should have. I basically should have taken her to A2 here just to get this special ability. Like, I don't know why I didn't do that. That was really dumb of me. Now I'm gonna have to pull another one. So make sure you guys keep that in mind, because these may change. These may start rotating. So keep in mind, like right now you can get the Bella. I'm gonna probably switch gears here right after this event and start working on how I can get my Bella maxed out, because I don't want to make the same mistake like I did with Cyrus. And I would assume that at some point in time here, we're going to swap these out, and the champions you're going to be able to get here are going to vary. I think if they do that, that's going to be a very, very impactful thing for the game, and definitely needed. So you may want to go ahead and do that yourself if you're coming back and you're looking for something to work on or something to do. I also would recommend that you go and farm as much jelly as possible, because when you do get your Casa, your Aaron, or your Levi, you're going to want to make sure you can level them up. Going to level 70 is so ridiculous. As you can see here, the amount of jelly needed, I can literally upgrade Jacob one more time, and then I'm going to probably not have enough jelly to level him up again. That's insane amount, because it does take so much going from 60 to 70. Now, some of you may go, what, John, why are you upgrading Jacob to 70? You could have upgraded a better character. You're 100% right, I could have. But you know what I want to do? I want to get the most fluck for my buck out of the hitting the boss. Okay, this boss here, the banker, I want to get the most of that I can, because I want to get all the resources back that I can. Okay, yes, it would be nice if you know, I had better, stronger champions, but the higher these get, the better you can get, because you want to get the fabled gear. Fabled gear is definitely the most broken gear in the game. And now you can modify your gear as well, which is something else that you couldn't do. So I'm very glad that you can do that. They've added a lot of new features. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time, make some videos actually explaining, okay, what are the new features of Awaken Chaos Era? What does it have to offer? I'll probably do a mini series of it. And then I got to prepare myself and get ready, because I am going to go ahead and do a free-to-play series, I think, for the launch of the new event. I think we're going to try to see what it's like to start Awaken Chaos Era right at the beginning of this collaboration. So stay tuned. We're going to keep that going, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.